Stories have mesmerized me for ages. The very first story I remember loving, Rapunzel, captivated me with the tale of a poor peasant family losing their daughter to a witch as penance for theft. From there, I was transported to a special forest where two outcasts created a magical haven called Terabithia from just their imaginations. I got lost in a secret garden where an unlikely friendship inspired physical healing. A hungry little princess locked into an attic invited me to partake in a pretend feast and showed me the power of optimism. And then the adventures of 7 babysitters made me laugh, cry, and believe that I too could be part of a group of friends. Stories have always been more than fun for me. They've been a lifeline I learned to trust and dared to create. Join me as we meander through a journey of the current offerings. In Mountains of Hope, there is a teenage girl who finds solace in the woods and discovers a crashed plane of foreign enemy soldiers. She knows protecting them means death. Still, she shares the protection of a hidden cave with them, gets to know and love them, until she is betrayed and sent to Auschwitz. Pitting the worst of mankind alongside the best, Mountains of Hope was the second book I wrote about the Holocaust, but the first published. It's a tale of friendship, determination, and hope in the midst of evil that has continued to offer me strength and comfort. In Me, a 3-year-old is kidnapped from a festive birthday party, and it forever alters the worlds of 3 families and 1 unforgettable girl. Abrielle is sold and grows up in the shadow of unspeakable abuse. She finds comfort through drawing pictures of scenes she doesn't fully understand. When she meets the owner of an art gallery, she's suddenly catapulted into the world of the rich and into a love that will transform her life. Art dances into center stage as questions about what defines a family. Is healing from trauma even possible? And can love really conquer all? Weave through these pages, making you laugh, cry, and cheer for these characters. Curl up in your favorite spot with a box of Kleenex to pick in on a beautiful friendship you'll wish never had to be between Ash, a mysterious storyteller, and 10-year-old Anna in one of my favorite books, The Character. Between finding shapes in clouds, flying kites, and telling stories about Civil War ghosts, Anna discovers that hiding within herself are the tools to overcome the trauma of child sexual abuse. The haunting simplicity of the child's voice braids with the magical power of imagination to melt hearts. Hailed as an Amazon bestseller, this story paved the way for me to advocate as a speaker, and Ash remains one of the most talked about characters ever. Secrets. Every home has them. For Michael and Mary Beth in Holding Home, the secret is the monster who beats their mother. Michael protects Mary Beth, but can't protect himself. He's forced to participate in the familial abuse. One escapes. One gets trapped into the cycle of violence. Sketches spread throughout the book help bring the wounds of these siblings to life. an understated story of how domestic violence bleeds into each member of the family and how pervasive the consequences can be. This story is not easily forgotten. A German named Frederick II wanted to know what language children would speak if no one spoke to them at all from birth. So he took babies away from their mothers and raised them in total isolation. All of these babies died. Children in orphanages in World War II died and were found dying despite proper nutrition and medical care. Only human touch could save them. In the early centuries, many children developed a mysterious ailment that doctors called Maramus. Eventually, they realized that the children who were not being held or touched were quite literally starving themselves to death. In Forget Me Not, meet Jessie, a little girl who is provided for but never touched and knows no affection. She will remind you of the importance of positive, healthy affection. The teenage years can be some of the harshest in life, even in the best of circumstances. But when your father is either messing with you or living in the local county jail, the kids at school think you're a waste of space, and you've lived in more places than the number of years you've been alive, finding a lifeline might be impossible. In Broken, 15-year-old Taya has done everything she can think of. She called the cops. She self-harms to try to find those missing endorphins. She trusts untrustworthy people at school. She even confronts her father about his abuse in a last-ditch effort to find hope. But if something's truly broken, what do you do then? On a rainy day, find a cup of tea, a warm blanket to cozy up under, and let me tell you the story of Aria in Sing Me Home. Once upon a time, her parents fell in love, but they were very different people who could not get along. Young Aria hides at the top of the staircase on a fateful night when she witnesses a dramatic nightmare that sets her adrift for years to come. My favorite song growing up still takes me back today. I'm suddenly transported if I hear a country music song from the 80s to the 90s to my teenage years when I'd happily sell my right arm to sleep on concrete for the chance to meet musicians whose songs took me away from reality for 3 minutes at a time. Aria is the same way. Music is her lifeline. Until, that is, someone taints it and takes away her escape. She's then tossed into a world with no allies until she finds a stranger named Joey who helps her believe in something bigger than herself and who ultimately pushes her to find a special ranch. Spanning 20 years, Sing Me Home is about defining what home means and unearthing the courage to reclaim the things that have been stolen. The scariest nightmares are those that are true. The scariest nightmares are those you don't know about and can't imagine are real. Melia, a young Cambodian girl, plays a game each night with the geckos, trying to foretell whether her future husband will be a bachelor or a widower. She could never have envisioned the truth. She'd soon be sold into slavery, where surviving meant living through constant sexual, physical, and emotional abuse. In a place where lollipops are not candy, men are not trustworthy, and the killer keeps you in line. there is barely a memory of innocence left. Bravely, she and the other girls contrive a daring escape where the cost of failure is death. Not all will survive, and for those that do, life will never be the same. Hailed as an Amazon bestseller with nearly 2,000 reviews between the UK and America, and also available as an audiobook, Dance for Me shines a spotlight on the scariest nightmares and is a story that stays with you long after the last page. There are some friends and some characters you just don't forget. First introduced in 2009 in the book The Character, Ash reappears in 2015 to walk alongside a nameless girl living in Auschwitz in a book with his name. This is a world in which color does not exist, unless you're Ash, the world's greatest storyteller, and you remember the blind man who danced on the arch of the rainbow, letting the colors burn him so that he might see the happiness of yellow, sadness of blue, the passion of red, the vibrancy of green. This is a world where survival means retrieving a piece of stale bread from a latrine or learning how to be invisible. Unless you're Ash, who stands out like a sore thumb and smiles about it. This is a world in which there is no joy, unless you're Ash and you remember a whistling elephant. Ash says he will be there whenever and wherever you need him. He is the best friend you've never had, and he will not break that promise. The word sacrifice first appeared in the year 1225. Comes from a Latin phrase that means make sacred. Haven is a journey into which we'd sacrifice for others and for ourselves. Haven and Poppy are sisters. Haven has a secret. Daddy has made her his girl. She bleeds, and fear is so pervasive that sleeping in the comfort of the closet is her greatest desire. Well, that, and visiting the wishing tree, where she and Poppy hang wishes on the limbs, and going to the abandoned train where they color pictures to hang on the walls. Every day they visit the wharf, too, and take joy from running around on the Morning Glory, a large ship with a kind captain. Between saving and hiding birds and building forts in the backyard, the sisters learn to rely on no one but each other. They are there for each other, always. And when one of them realizes that the other is in danger of becoming Daddy's girl, they hatch a plan to get away, to travel to faraway lands and live freely. Their plan, though, is flawed. Only one of them will be saved. When I listened to Rapunzel as a little girl, or got lost in the magic of the Little Princess, fairy tales weren't make-believe, they were real. Fairy tales were more than godmothers with magic wands or flying carpets and genies in a bottle. Fairy tales meant believing in yourself and in your dreams, no matter what happened. Amidst a background of chaos, enjoy a ballet of characters who dare to believe in the storyteller. Daphne lives with a schizophrenic father who believes she is possessed by evil spirits capable of harming him. These delusions lead to horrific abuse. When hunger becomes more than she can withstand, Daphne and her dog find a farm from which they steal fruit and a chicken. Eventually connecting with the owner of the farm, Cole, Daphne's exposed to a world she's never dreamed existed, one with bathtubs, fireflies, and small gifts in the hollow spaces of trees. Happily ever after seems just within reach. But just around the corner lies a secret that threatens to destroy trust, violence that steals hope, and a past that threatens intimacy. Behind the Iron Curtain, secrecy and brutal punishments leave a nation starving, freezing, and unable to care for its children. Abandoned children are separated into groups. Those with even minor handicaps are relegated to the worst of the state-run orphanages, the so-called home for the unsalvageables. Here, 4 children survive horrendous daily abuse that ranges from starvation to rape. They have nothing except each other. There's the twins, Alina and Honor. Alina is sightless and fierce. Her greatest dream is to be free and independent, no matter the cost. Her brother, Honor, is a charming, one-armed thief who survived a bout with polio. He is loyal to Alina. His role is to protect and guide her. He doesn't know who he'd be without her. Echo has a speech impediment and a burning need to exact revenge upon the father who taught him to fear fire. It is a solemn promise he makes to himself. And then there's Elizabeth. Elizabeth is the quietest of the group, but she's the one who, during their time at the orphanage, regales them with stories of a magical place. It's a place where birds heal, animals talk, and you can ride on the back of a majestic, fantastical creature. Mostly, it's a place to be free and safe. When an unlikely source makes them believe there might be a map hidden in the orphanage, they embark on a journey to find it, escape the orphan's home, and discover a place of joy and protection. Along the way, they'll find epic quests, cope with a devastating betrayal, survive a heartbreaking loss, and learn that not even the communist regime can contain the strength birthed from friendship, creativity, and hope. River Calloway's name is synonymous with wealth. His home is a sprawling estate with over 40 acres, a guitar-shaped in-ground pool, and legendary parties. His father is a business tycoon who's well-respected, never questioned, and cautions his son to not make a mountain out of a molehill. For the first time in his life, though, River is in love. Part of love is trusting someone. So, in River's Rowan, the newest story, he tells Brielle a secret. The kind of secret that cost him his position on the football team. The kind of secret that ruins his social life forever. The kind of secret that logic cannot undo. When trust is betrayed, a psychotic father kidnaps 5 girls and takes them to the radical redressed, a sun-proofed shack on the edge of the Calloway party. Here, punishments are exclusively designed to match the personal nightmares of each girl. No 2 punishments are exactly the same, but all have one goal in mind: murder. There are some beats that every child in this village knows. I was 7 when they tied me to the stake. They wanted me to burn, burn, burn like Najee. I threw blackjack petals in her ashes, but not even the strongest herbs can make dead mothers come back. Nobody threw blackjack petals for me. But when my turn came, a boy broke rhythm for me instead. The village drummer, the commander's boy, and he was scarred for it. So I ran into the forest, into the dark. I learned to sleep where nothing could find me and eat what the forest gave and dressed tree kangaroos and caucuses before people. I forgot almost everything, except the boy who cut me loose from the stake, except the tree where we carved a spiral with hair and blood and a poem nobody knows, except the night we climbed so high the whole sky cracked open and I told him there were 1,100,000 stars, except for our beat, tap, boom, tap, tap, boom, boom, tap, that belongs to no one else in the world. He was the only thing I kept. Women burn in this village. They burn for sick children, for failed crops, for the herbs they keep. Some are tired, some are angry, some pass secrets. But I didn't decide to come back until something small needed me to. And now they know. The witch's daughter didn't die 12 summers ago. We are a quiet town. We told ourselves they went to Warsaw. We tightened our shutters and turned our heads. Silence and forgetting. These are our great talents. But the sisters, Aniela and Zasha, one simply refused to be quiet. Sometimes we think we still hear her, calling her sister that funny name, a catterbutton, and one refused to forget. She still visits the Hushwood, listening for her sister, feeling the whisper root's pulse. We hear it may soon be Zasha going to Warsaw. Stories are more than entertainment. They are more than consolation, too. Stories that matter are stories that spark curiosity, propel awareness, elevate hope, and inspire us to strengthen our relationships through intimate, deeper communication. I've since moved from reading the rich world of Bridge to Terabithia, The Secret Garden, to beautiful, complicated stories like All the Things We Cannot Say, which, by the way, at its core, is a fairy tale. The Book Thief, a book whose end I was very sad to see. Or Missing Hearts. Stories that matter don't have to be deep or complicated, though I also treasure the historical romance novels of Judith McNaught and Elizabeth Lowell. See, stories that matter are stories that make us laugh and help us cling to the hope that tomorrow will be better than today. Adding to my literary favorites by writing is a dream come true. I invite you to step into the pages of a new book and imagine a world in which healing, kindness, hope, and love are still the truest fairy tales of them all.